So we got Dallas Crime Files. Please make sure you like and comment, subscribe to the video if you like the content. But we got Dallas Crime Files. Let's just go and get right into it. See what's going on in Dallas this week. This is Dallas Fort Worth Fox 4, whatever the hell, on YouTube. So let's see what they got going on.
Dallas police say it was a 13-year-old who opened fire and killed a security guard at a downtown Dallas CVS pharmacy Friday night.
The update was presented during a community meeting where the interim police chief answered questions tonight. City council members also there. They all got a dressing down from people who live.
I heard about this. It was like the black dude with
and work there, angry with the state of downtown. Fox 4's Amelia Jones live in downtown Dallas with the update. Amelia.
Heather, Steve, people were fired up tonight at the community meeting. They were calling for change, an increase in police presence, and an increase in response time for the downtown area. The Space Art Gallery in downtown Dallas was standing room only for Tuesday night's community meeting following the murder of a security guard at a CVS pharmacy. In attendance, Dallas PD's interim police chief, who took questions from a concerned crowd.
I understand everybody's concerns in this room. I do. And we're doing everything that we can within our strategies to employ to keep everybody safe.
And police gave an update on the investigation. On Friday night, police say a 13-year-old and a 15-year-old bought a prepaid cell phone card, then started shoplifting at the store. When the 13-year-old tried to escape, a struggle started between the teen and security guard Anthony Egiano. Police say the 13-year-old pulled out a gun and fired multiple times. Then the two
13 shoplifting and shooting motherfuckers. That's crazy.
Took off in a white Kia. They were both arrested the next day.
We do believe at this time, however, I can't confirm it until our detectives take a look at additional information, that they may have been involved in other offenses.
Man, bro, yeah, 13 and 15 career criminals, bro. Man, bro, were they black, bro? Were they black? Because it's getting crazy out here with these youngsters, man. And it's to the point where it's like, bro, they finna crack down and they've been looking for a reason. I feel like all this shit be a setup. I'm just saying.
And I can tell you this, they were not from the Dallas area.
As Chief Igo took questions, people took the opportunity to bring up continued concerns in their neighborhood.
You know, what are y'all doing for us? Like, that's the real question. What, with you coming in here tonight, what can y'all do for us to help us out?
The chief brought up a task force that was created in November for the Central Patrol Division and highlighted extra mounted patrols in the area. But some in the crowd also brought up past acts of violence in downtown Dallas, like the random assaults on multiple people last year.
Damn, what the hell was that? What the hell was that?
Extra mounted patrols in the area. But some in the crowd also brought up past acts of violence in downtown Dallas, like the random assaults on multiple people last year. They also wanted to know what was being done to help the homeless population in the area.
When we come in contact with them or others, we cannot simply force them to go to jail, force them out of the city. It's not against the law to be unsheltered, but we do realize it.
He was also met with frustration and concerns about police staffing. The department currently has 3,100 officers, but new requirements in the city charter calls for a much larger police force.
Staffing as a whole for the department is a concern, but I will never use that excuse. If I have to adjust resources, I'll adjust resources.
Who is this, the police chief? Is this dude the police chief for Dallas? I don't know who this is. I thought it was a black lady. This how long I ain't been paying attention to this shit, I ain't gonna lie.
Which I've done, and we can do better.
There's another public safety meeting for the downtown area scheduled for February 10th. Anthony Egiano's family was at the meeting tonight. The new city manager, Kimberly Tolbert, came over to offer her condolences to them. The family told me at the end of the meeting that they're happy to hear the two juvenile suspects will face capital murder charges.
The family of an innocent driver who died when a chase suspect.
Two juveniles. That security guard shit is crazy. 13 and 15-year-old kill a security guard over shoplifting in a CVS is crazy, bro. Like, dumb crimes, dumb criminals, man.
crashed earlier this month, filed a wrongful death lawsuit against the city of Dallas. 73-year-old Anthony Welch was killed, his wife injured in the chase that ended in a crash and police shooting on I-35 in Red Oak, south of Dallas in Ellis County. Dallas police had been chasing a capital murder suspect. Fox 4's Alex Boyer talked with the family's attorney. Alex.
Hey, Heather, that's right. And in filing this lawsuit, the couple's adult children say they really want to prevent this type of incident from happening to others. Anthony Welch, as you mentioned, innocent driver in all of this, died as a result of this high-speed crash, and his wife Dee remains hospitalized in critical condition.
Anthony Welch was driving on I-35E near Red Oak on January 16th with his wife Dee by his side when...
Damn, look at these cars, bro. That's crazy. And he was just innocent bystanders in a police chase. It's crazy.
Their car was struck by a wanted capital murder suspect traveling at a high rate of speed. Damn. Anthony died on scene. Dee was critically injured.
Their children are just devastated. The family's devastated about what has happened here.
Attorney Quentin Brogdon is representing the Welch family. He's filed a negligence and wrongful death lawsuit on the children's behalf against the driver of the other car, 29-year-old Gabriel Cerna, and the city of Dallas.
As we are talking here today, Mrs. Welch is fighting for her life in a hospital where she's lost her husband.
Police say Cerna led officers on a high-speed chase. DPD officers are allowed to chase suspects involved in violent felonies or when the officer perceives the suspect to be an immediate threat to public safety. However, the lawsuit alleges the officer's decision to pursue Cerna on the interstate put bystanders, including the Welches,
Did he get away?
Risk.
The circumstances of the police chase here
Not get
should
away,
have
but
dictated that the police save the apprehension for another day. They were chasing at high speed this criminal suspect for over 2.5 miles on a busy highway, I-35E, at 10:30 in the morning with lots of other cars and traffic around. It was unsafe.
The Welch family could have difficulty seeking legal action against the city of Dallas due to the law of qualified immunity. According to the National Conference of State Legislatures, qualified...
That's crazy. They wouldn't even want to give these people no money for them niggas killing somebody and injuring a mama and something that didn't have nothing to do with them, bro. Damn, that's crazy. City of Dallas, down bad for that. You think they would offer them something?
Immunity protects state and local officials, including law enforcement officers, from individual liability unless the official violated a clearly established constitutional right. Brogdon remains hopeful his clients will prevail.
The deference that the law gives police officers is not unlimited. Officers have to use reasonable care, and they cannot act in a reckless manner that needlessly endangers the public.
So the family is seeking a minimum of $1 million in damages. I can tell you that both the city of Dallas as well as the Dallas Police Department say that they do not comment on pending litigation. We'll keep you posted.
The man caught on camera taking a 4-year-old from his bed and killing him nearly 4 years ago has been found competent to stand trial. Darren Brown had been getting treatment at the Terrell State Hospital, but is now in the Dallas County Jail. Fox 4's Sean Rabb has the story. Sean.
Yeah, he is back here in Dallas now being found competent to stand trial, but the real...
Damn, it seemed like it's been these same people covering Dallas for Fox 4 my whole fucking life. And they look damn near the same age.
Question is, was he legally insane at the time of the crime back in May of 2021? This was the sad scene, May 2021, when a jogger came upon the body of 4-year-old Cash Gernon on Saddle Ridge Drive in Southwest Dallas. He'd been stabbed to death.
Tell me about Cash. What kind of little kid was your little brother?
Sweetest little boy. He loved everybody.
Cameron Morey's mom had taken care of Cash since his father had left him, his mother not around. Dallas police arrested Darren Brown, charging him with burglary, kidnapping, injury to a child, and capital murder. An arrest affidavit says a baby video monitoring system caught Brown taking Cash Gernon while he slept. DNA evidence linked Brown to the toddler's murder. Brown was found incompetent after his arrest. Both prosecution and defense experts agreed. He'd been getting treatment at the Terrell State Hospital. Last week, he was returned to the Dallas County Jail.
Oh, he crazy, low-key. So they damn near I guess they tried to rehabilitate his ass from being crazy. Now he's sane enough to go to jail for killing the white kid. Damn.
Having been found competent to stand trial. That means able to understand what he is on trial for.
It's not about what his current mental state is. It's what was his mental state at the time of this alleged offense. We said then, and we're saying now, that we believe the insanity defense will come into play.
For the insanity issue, it's whether you...
But yo, nah. You black, you killed a little white boy. Niggas say, yeah, we could even all know you was crazy then. Niggas say, we gonna rehabilitate you, make you sane, and we gonna convict your sane ass for that crime you committed while you was mentally incompetent. Yep, sounds about right.
You were legally insane under Texas law at the time of the crime.
Former prosecutor Toby Shook.
Well, what the prosecution will do is they'll hire their own experts
to try and assess Brown's mental state when Cash Gernon was killed.
What the DA's office has done in the past, if they believe, once their experts look at it, that there's a true insanity defense, oftentimes they agree. Now, that doesn't mean the defendant gets off and goes home by any means, but they'll agree. If the DA's experts don't agree, then there usually is a trial where there'll be a battle of experts.
Harris says while Darian Brown is competent now, he may not be by the time this case gets to trial, if it goes to trial.
He's dealing with a mental illness, a mental disease.
Damn, so you saying nigga by the time trial come around, he not gonna be mentally prepared, and he say he gonna be mentally ill. What I wanna know what kind of mental illness bro got dealing with. I know that shit real shit. My mama got some shit going on, but I wanna know what the fuck he dealing with.
So there likely will be a lot more mental evaluations, both by the state as well as experts for the defense, to try and determine the answer to that question. Was he legally insane at the time of this crime? That will determine, the answer to that question will determine how the district attorney moves forward.
A Texas woman received probation and had to give up more than $4 million in cash and property connected to a scam targeting cat owners.
The woman, who's not a licensed veterinarian, misdiagnosed sick cats and prescribed unauthorized medicine. Fox 4's Amelia Jones spoke to North Texans who were impacted by this woman, Amelia.
Wait, hold on.
Steve, Heather Nicole Randall sees the opportunity to help cats, but also the opportunity to help her own pocketbook.
Moves forward.
A Texas woman received probation and had to give up more than $4 million in cash and property connected to a scam targeting cat owners.
The woman, who's
oh, she was scanning people with cats and shit. She had to give up 4 M's. It's crazy.
Not a licensed veterinarian, misdiagnosed sick cats and prescribed unauthorized medicine. Fox 4's Amelia Jones spoke to North Texans who were impacted by this woman, Amelia.
Damn, she look good. Who is this? Amelia Jones? Amelia Jones TV. She kind of fun.
Steve, Heather Nicole Randall sees the opportunity to help cats, but also the opportunity to help her own pocketbook, too.
When Nat Burton's cat Bucky was diagnosed with a fatal disease called feline infectious peritonitis, FIP, there was no treatment.
We kept him comfortable until he just couldn't go anymore.
Yeah.
And after that, I said, I'm not going to
She look like she gonna do whatever it takes to keep a cat alive.
let this happen again. I'm going to do everything I can.
And when her 7-week-old kitten tested positive for the disease, Burton stayed true to their word. Veterinarians at the time couldn't prescribe the life-saving medication, so people like Burton had to turn online. That's how she found the FIP Warriors Facebook group, run by a woman named Nicole Randall from Cedar Park, Texas, north of Austin. Burton shared all the information about her kitten Brisket's diagnosis, ordered the medication, and paid through Zelle.
I never had a problem getting the meds, and Brisket improved in like 3 days.
But the FDA was onto Randall and started an undercover investigation. They found she was
Wait, hold
smuggling
on.
the medication.
So the shit was working? So the cat got better? What's the problem? See, bro, civilians, bro, we got to get to the point where we got to, some of these laws and shit, we got to say, fuck some of this shit, bro. Like, if the shit was working, what's the problem, bro? They don't want nobody to make no money. I mean, you should have found a way to pay taxes. Maybe they would left their ass alone.
From China and charging enormous prices to customers, making millions of dollars.
I actually remember years ago, kind of my reaction was a little bit of shock because we had become aware that she was spending, kind of flamboyantly spending money.
Libby Cooley purchased medication through Randall to help save 4 cats. In 1 year, she spent around $10,000.
It kind of makes you think, oh, well, if she has this much money, how much did that medication actually cost?
Randall pleaded guilty to a federal charge. She also forfeited $4 million in property.
Hey, that's a hellified lick, bro. Get drugs from China, flip them over here because you can't get the medication over here. But that shit's sad, bro. Everything's so expensive over here, just dry. It's crazy. The pharmaceutical company can do it, but us regular citizens can't do that shit, bro. This shit rigged, bro. Free her, man. Because she seemed like she was getting the cats better. Y'all ready to pay for it. You know what I'm saying? Y'all was gonna pay for it. Shit, supply demand, motherfucker.
Property, including 4 properties, 10 bank accounts, and a Tesla.
it really just makes me just indescribably angry.
These days, licensed veterinarians can prescribe the drugs, and pharmacies can make it. Cooley now works for Las Colinas Compounding and Wellness Pharmacy. They're able to get this medication into the hands of pet owners in less than 24 hours.
It's important for veterinarians to understand the disease, to learn about it now that they're able to treat it, and to be able to write prescriptions and care for their patients the way that they want to.
Something Burton...
Yeah. Shoot, all they want to do is get in on the jug. You can't just have your jug to yourself if you're just a regular person. You can't make no money because they doing the same shit. Nigga, I'm just sending you some medication that you need. You said your cat got better.
Never thought they'd see.
My husband is just like, it's so wild that, you know, a couple of years ago, we were just like having to get it any way we could. And now, you know, your doctors are just calling up the pharmacy and saying, send some for Corporal Chubb.
Yeah, they see the money. They see where the money going. Damn, she
Randall was sentenced to 1 year probation. Burton told me that she's using a prescription medication to treat one of her cats, Corporal Chubb, there you saw at the very end of our story. And she says so far it's working. Then in my conversation with Cooley today, she says they hope to connect with pharmacies across the country to get the formulas in their hands and the drugs available to pet owners in all 50 states.
Okay. I don't see what
a Louisville cold case is this week's track down. An argument over rent not being paid on time ended, police say, when the landlord shot and killed one of his tenants in November 2023. Fox 4's Sean Rabb weaves the facts together in perhaps one of the most senseless killings.
We are in Louisville, the 800 block of Harbor Drive. This is Detective Scott Kelly, Louisville Police Detective.
Case is this week's track down. An argument over rent not being paid on time ended, police say, when the landlord shot and killed one of his tenants in November 2023.
God damn! Landlord killed a tenant over unpaid rent. This got to be some more shit. Let me hear this shit, bro.
Fox 4's Sean Rabb weaves the facts together in perhaps one of the most senseless killings.
We are in Louisville, the 800 block of Harbor Drive. This is Detective Scott Kelly, Louisville Police Detective. You had a homicide here back
He looks like a cowboy. He's a detective? Oh, yeah, nigga see him coming. Nigga better just run.
November 2023, you know who your suspect is, but you don't know where he is. Is that right?
That is correct.
This nigga he look like a boy. He look kind of Amish, too. He what they call it, cross his T's, dot his I's, or whatever the hell.
Correct. Let's start there. Who is your suspect?
Our suspect is Carlos Humberto Galindo Posantes.
What do you know? What?
Mr. Posantes residing at this house is Carlos Humberto Galindo Posantes.
What do you know? What happened?
That's a name. It's a Carlos or Murdos or Cinos. That's a name right there, bro. He look like he did this shit too.
Mr. Posantes resided at this house with his wife for several years. They subletted out a bedroom to our victim. His name is Marco Polo Hernandez Mejia. Mr. Mejia was a few days late in paying the monthly rent and got into an argument with Mr. Posantes, which subsequently ended in a shooting and Mr. Mejia's death.
Okay, how'd you come to get involved in this at all?
So Louisville Police Department was contacted by another agency because of a vehicle that was abandoned in their roadway. They towed that vehicle, and in the process of doing so, they noticed a handgun sitting there on the front passenger seat. So the registered owner came back to here.
So police came here to the address where the Posantes truck was registered and talked to his wife. He wasn't home, she wasn't worried. They came back the next day. Now she was worried and wanted to file a missing persons report.
In order to do that, we first checked to make sure that they're not in the residence. So the patrol officer checked the residence, and that's when he discovered Mr. Mejia's body in the backyard.
Where did the shooting happen, you think?
So the shooting definitely happened at the threshold of the back door into the kitchen. Cartridge casings were left there. We had blood. Then there's some blood that follows around the patio, leads into the grassy area of the backyard, and then around the side of the house.
So his body was kind of hidden?
It was tucked away on the other side of the house, outside of the patio view.
All of this because he was late with his rent.
3 days late with his rent.
Detective Scott, what is it that you need?
Bro, he was 3 days late? You killed the nigga for being 3 days late. I'm thinking this finna be some ongoing shit. And bro ain't been paying, he damn near squatting at your shit. Bro killed that nigga for being 3 days late. He must be hitting the wife or something.
The public's help in finding and locating and taking into custody Mr. Posantes.
How can folks reach the Louisville Police Department and Detective Scott Kelly about this case?
If they have tips, they can call the Denton County Crime Stoppers, or they can call the City of Louisville Police Department's tip line, 972-219-8477.
Carlos Humberto Galindo Posantes. Recognize him, get at Detective Scott Kelly. In the
oh, that nigga on the run. Damn.
Louisville Police Department. Get at the Louisville Police Department through their tip line.
Boy, that nigga go smoke y'all ass. Leave that nigga alone. Nigga smoked the nigga over 3 days late rent. Y'all better not try to even look like you calling laws on him. He's going to blow you down. And he on the run. He probably in another country right now.
Find the man that committed this murder because someone was simply late paying their rent. Senseless killing, again, they know it's a cold case, but also know people oftentimes don't leave the area where they are. They certainly hope our viewers can help them find their man.
After a lengthy standoff, a Fort Worth SWAT officer shot and killed a man who police say fired at officers several times.
The police say the man led Lake Worth police to a home in northwest Fort Worth after...
Bro, this the crazy thing, y'all. All this shit happened in a week.
Fired at officers during a traffic stop. He barricaded himself inside that home for hours, setting off fireworks at times, some even aimed at police. Fox 4's Dion Anglin talked with a neighbor who says they were warned about the potential for danger. Dion.
Hi there, Heather. That is right. The suspect's identity has not yet been released by the medical examiner. But meantime, some neighbors say they were cautioned about the man being in their neighborhood and on their street. One day after it all, crime scene investigators remain at the home where a dramatic officer-involved shooting and standoff ended Thursday, with the suspect shot and killed.
Oh, it was scary. It was real scary.
A neighbor who lives across the street does not want her face shown. She says the homeowner had recently given them notice as a precaution about her brother returning from prison.
She did let us know that he was dangerous and that he was coming home from prison. And so we have been kind of very cautious about things. We just never thought it would come to this.
The 1700 block of Skyline Drive in Fort Worth became a spectacle. Police say the barricaded man set off fireworks from the home as negotiators tried to get him to surrender. Sky 4 was overhead while keeping a safe distance. Fort Worth PD's SWAT team joined to assist Lake Worth PD.
What I missed? What the hell? Why did all this happen?
After an attempted traffic stop turned violent. Lake Worth
PD.
PD
just a traffic stop? That's crazy, bro. I ain't going.
Says the man fired at officers during the stop, which prompted a chase that ended with him barricading himself inside the home.
We know that this
So instead of just going through whatever you was gonna go through in a traffic stop, you decided to blow at police and barricade yourself in and have like a little standoff. I guess niggas sound crazy as shit, man.
Was on federal.
Sometimes jail ain't the answer, bro. Some of these motherfuckers actually sound like they just really low key out of there. They need help for real, for real. I know everybody say that shit, but come on, bro. And then some people are just out, like some people are just wild too, though. They in their right mind, they just wild.
Federal probation. At the time, lengthy criminal history. During the pursuit, the members of our special operations unit did witness him throw items out of the vehicle. We've attempted to locate those and have been unsuccessful.
Police say the man eventually came out of the home holding a gun to his own head. Negotiators continued efforts to de-escalate the situation, but say the suspect ultimately fired at officers again. A Fort Worth SWAT team officer returned fire, killing him.
As you all know, we've had multiple incidents recently where our officers have been facing deadly threats, such as people shooting at them like we saw tonight, which forces them to make a decision to protect themselves, which is exactly what we train them to do. It's what I expect them to do.
Now, investigations into the incident, the entire incident, are ongoing, and that includes whether or not the use of deadly force was warranted.
An armed man is dead and a Tarrant County Sheriff's deputy was injured following a deadly shooting in Haltom City. The Tarrant County Sheriff's Office says deputies were serving a warrant at a home when they encountered the man armed with a knife. They say a deputy was stabbed. The man was shot. An armed man is dead and a Tarrant County Sheriff's deputy was injured following a deadly shooting in Haltom City. The Tarrant County Sheriff's Office says deputies were serving a warrant at a home when they encountered the man armed with a knife. They say a deputy was stabbed. The man was shot and killed. His family says they called for deputies.
Serving a warranty
to come to their home because of a mental health episode. Fox 4's David Centenary.
Oh, this bro that was just having a mental, but damn, once you start stabbing niggas, I'm not finna, even if you mentally ill, bro, I'm gonna have to put you down. You ain't finna kill me. You got a knife. I guess you could try to use non-deadly force, but man, bro, motherfuckers ain't been in enough situations. But man, you shouldn't have killed that dude, bro. Motherfucker coming at you with a knife. It's either you or me, man.
Live at the Tarrant County Sheriff's Office. David.
Yeah, we know the Sheriff's Office serves mental health-related and criminal warrants, but it's unclear which type of warrant this deadly shooting was related to. Tarrant County Sheriff's deputies shot and killed a young man while serving him a warrant inside a home off Twin Oaks Drive in Haltom City Friday afternoon. The sheriff's
You called the laws on your mentally ill kinfolk, and the laws come and kill them. Damn, that's gonna be on your heart forever.
Office delivering a brief statement on scene saying the man was armed with a knife.
An altercation occurred. The deputy was injured and the suspect is deceased.
The sheriff's office did not publicly answer questions. Family members of the man who was killed claim deputies made a fast and abrupt entry.
They didn't talk to him at all. Why? I don't know. What are the procedures for the Tarrant County deputies? Is that it? Just drag him out?
Family of 19-year-old.
Why the fuck you call the police? Y'all, bro, beat his ass or hold him down or something, bro. Hey, you got a mentally ill kinfolk. I would not recommend calling no damn police on him. I'm sorry, especially if you're a minority.
Christopher Loyo identifies him as the man killed Friday afternoon. Loyo's older brother says he went to a judge Thursday asking for a mental health warrant. He says his brother was displaying unusual behavior throughout the past week or so.
He locked himself in his room. He wasn't eating. He was saying that his food was poisoned. He doesn't trust anybody. He was very paranoid.
The sheriff's office serves mental health and criminal warrants, but will not specify if this was related to mental health, criminal offense, or both. Tarrant County court records show Christopher Loyo was charged just last Wednesday with aggravated assault with a deadly weapon for allegedly threatening a man with a firearm. Loyo bonded out 2 days later. Again, it's unclear if that charge has any connection to the warrant.
You caught the laws on a nigga with an egg assault, bro. You know, at the end, you a minority, bro. The family, bro. Y'all took an L on this one. This was y'all fault, bro. Y'all gotta handle this shit in-house. If y'all think he that bad, bro, I don't know, but y'all called the police on him. And now y'all trying to, well, yeah, they didn't. Man, police is not really finna, bro. Police ain't finna help no mental health issues at all, bro.
Served Friday.
We wanted him to get help, to take him to the hospital. He didn't want to go willingly.
Loyo's brother says his family wanted what's best for him. They were home when deputies entered, and while they did not see everything that happened, they say they heard it. They wonder if things could have played out differently.
I just heard the gunshots on the taser, and that was it.
Nigga, you the big brother. Why you ain't? Damn, I don't know, bro. That's fucked up, though.
A deputy was reportedly injured during that altercation with the subject and that knife, but he is said to have a non-life-threatening injury.
Dallas.
You stab a police, you going down, bro. Come on, man.
Police made an arrest in a 40-year-old murder case that went cold. It was the work of two detectives who are reopening murder cases that have untested DNA samples. Fox 4's Lori Brown, live in Dallas with the story. Lori.
Oh, shit. They coming to solve They coming to solve cold cases, murders with untested DNA. That's crazy.
Clarice, according to the arrest affidavit, DNA testing was not a known investigative tool at the time of this murder in 1981. So the sexual assault swabs in this case had never been tested until now. Willie Lee Jones, now 83 years old, is charged with a murder police say he committed when he was 40. The arrest, a result of two detectives who believed new technology could solve this murder case. According to an arrest affidavit, December 15, 1981, Virginia White, 81 years old, was found dead at her home in West Dallas. Her daughter found one of the doors was ajar and the screen door unlatched. An autopsy revealed White had been strangled and sexually assaulted. Her wallet and $250 were also missing. Detectives did not receive any tips of value, and the case became cold until last May, when two Dallas police detectives decided to investigate cold case murders with a DNA nexus. White's case had swabs that had never been tested. Forensic lab results were then entered into the Combined DNA Index System, or CODIS. November 22nd, the DNA profile was matched to Jones, a known offender. Dallas police arrested Jones for a parole violation January 16th. The affidavit says he denied knowing White and any involvement in her death. But on Friday, the Southwestern Institute of Forensic Science confirmed Jones was a DNA match to the swabs with a probability of less than 1 in 10 trillion. No court date has been set in this case yet. We've also asked the Dallas Police Department how many other cold cases like this one could be getting a second look. We have not yet gotten a response back.
Boy, this should scare the shit out of motherfuckers. They caught a nigga after 40 years? Man, fuck.
That question, Clarice.
A high-tech weapons detection system did its job, catching a handgun inside a student's book bag before it was too late. Good evening, I'm Clarice Tinsley. Administrators at Mansfield.
Man, this technology shit finna go crazy.
Legacy High School found the firearm and that student was arrested. Right now, there's no indication what the student's intentions were. No specific threat was made. Fox 4 Stephen Dial is live with more. Stephen.
Parents were notified shortly after an officer arrested that student earlier today, and the district is praising the success of an investment they made back in 2023. A weapon detection system alerted staff at Mansfield Legacy High School of a handgun inside a student's book bag Friday morning.
Students pass through it in the morning upon arrival. Our visitors also pass through it throughout the day, and it is just searching for weapons that could possibly be brought into our campuses.
Brittany Fortner, the director of safety and security, described what happened next.
That was identified by an assistant principal that was doing that further screening, which is part of our standard process on campus.
A police officer was in the lobby when the weapon was found and the student was arrested. We don't know the age of the student or any record of prior disciplinary actions. The detection system, called Evolve, was installed at Mansfield ISD high schools in 2023 as a better option than metal detectors. Fortner showed us how the system works.
They can also see the alert on their screen, and that's how they identify where to search on the student.
You can see where it's at, so it's not okay.
District enhanced its high school security screening in response to the 2021 shooting at Timberview High School that injured 2 students and a teacher. The shooter is serving 12 years for attempted capital murder. Mansfield ISD pays about $40,000 a year for Evolve, and Friday, in that situation, officials say it was a worthwhile investment.
We're very thankful for
Mansfield school. That's crazy.
ISD putting safety and security at the very top of as one of our main priorities here in the district.
Evolve is also used at athletic events. There's one this evening, and students and staff and anyone coming to those events will go through the same metal detection or AI detection device that students go through on a daily basis.
Okay, well, that was crazy. Let me go down and see what some of you comments are saying. 13 years old, his parents need to be locked up. Why has the audio had a lot of static lately? Yeah, it was a little staticky. A 13-year-old with a gun put the parents in jail. Make fleeing from police an automatic 10 years. So sad for all involved. For once, it's not the police fault. What the hell are the parents doing? Where's his mama, 13 years old? Capital charges for a 13-year-old. Unarmed security is a joke. 13-year-old, OMG, what is happening with this country? I guess, yeah, everything was going to be around the 13-year-old who killed the CVS guy, which is crazy. But, you know, y'all let me know in the comments, like if y'all like the video and some stuff y'all want me to look into, send me some stuff. Hey, that was crazy. I think the craziest story, the saddest story, most of them were sad, but the saddest story was where they killed the mentally ill Hispanic guy, and the family just wanted some help. But you don't call no laws on family, especially as a minority, especially with some mental health. Especially then he stabbed one of the officers. They gonna put him down, bro. That was the sad story. But y'all let me know in the comments. Hey, I'm gone.